Hello.
Hello.
I'm so happy to see you. And you're somewhere like in an unknown place to me.
Yes, it is an unknown place to me. Yeah, I'm on holiday. Yeah.
Oh my.
It's finish very soon.
But now you are there. So yes, you're relaxing, you're
Yes.
having fun. Looking at your tan, I won't say that I'm envious, but I'm happy for you. Yeah.
I'll bring you some of it.
Some of the tan or some of the sunshine.
Some of the sunshine, whatever. Yeah.
A bit of you personally would work. It's more than enough. Just bring yourself back happy and satisfied with your life.
Anyway,
But
this is ESL Chitchat, by the way.
ESL, yeah, we forgot to tell who we are. So today, my name is Natalie and my partner.
I'm Anna Уварова.
Yeah, and we are going to share our knowledge in English.
Yeah, our thoughts maybe, right?
Our thoughts, yes, our ideas. Anna, while you are there on holiday, I am working, and
I hope you are enjoying it at least.
I am. Yes, I
know you are.
Love working, but it occurred to me that some of the skills and they are not as easy to practice as they are thought to be. Like just a couple of days ago, I was having a reading class with some of my students, and it required a lot of energy and imagination from my side to make them use the vocabulary which they encountered, and to make them not just perceive it, but to start using it actively, to start including it into their speech. That is not easy at all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think this is something that you have to think about, a lot of small steps that you need to follow.
Kind of, yeah, because
to help them learn.
To help them learn, because
right?
Strangely enough, it's not just it doesn't work if you only show them a text, explain the meaning of all words, and okay, boys or girls, whoever you are, off you go, start using the vocabulary actively. Yeah.
Wow, it doesn't work this way.
No. It's not a rabbit to be pulled from a hat, unfortunately. Yeah, we need some other tricks here.
So then, can we have today our podcast devoted to Natasha Shebeka's ideas? How we can, because I am on holiday, come on.
Okay.
How we can help our learners to pick up this vocabulary from reading, and then start not just pick it up, passively, right?
I would even call it I may share the way I somehow lead my learners through reading process, that won't be a purely reading class. I guess I will just share some ideas. Maybe they'll inspire someone and will give some food for thought.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So then I'll share the screen, and can you please take a look at this? So this is actually a resource book for Power Up 2. This is A1, A2 level of English. Yeah, like this, and these are some supplementary materials. And you see this activity, it is devoted to hobbies. It involves some listening. By the way, what do you think about proceeding reading with listening? What is the aim of it?
I guess usually that's something to either warm them up or to get them interested in the reading that you're going to do. So I don't know, it depends, right? So usually it's either to set the context, right? And then we don't do listening in details, let's say, right?
Oh, what I liked about when I saw this is, as maybe you've already noticed, these two activities, these two exercises, which we are looking at, 1 and 2, they are devoted to the same topic, hobbies, and they will actually cover the same areas. And they appeal to different senses. They appeal to visual learners because, look, canoeing, collecting coins, making models, it is all visualized. Then, if you're an auditory learner, you can listen to how the words are pronounced. Then you will hear some children, like the audios are done in kids' voices, speaking about their hobbies. And that won't be that they are narrating the texts below. No, they will be just describing their hobbies and activities. So you're right, this is about lead in as well as appealing to auditory learners and helping them match the form with the sound. Yes, and with the meaning at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So like this is really nicely done here. And like it's so easy to understand how to work with exercise 1, where you just listen, then you may firstly discuss the pictures and then the words, then listen and match them and so on. But then when it comes to reading, to me, it's not enough just to read and to answer the questions, because of course this activity is followed by some content checking questions. But I've already understood that even detailed discussion, without detailed discussion, this activity will just pass by my learners. And
definitely,
yes, just reading aloud, just answering the question is good. It's better than nothing, undoubtedly, but still is not enough. And the way I can tell the way I do this, maybe it will help you. I mean, let's compare our approaches to reading.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So one moment, let's just clarify it, right? Just before we go.
Yeah.
So we are talking about the kids, about 8-9 years old, right?
Yes.
A1, A2 level. And that's about how we can work with a reading passage, right?
Yes. So how to extend reading activities and how to make it more student-centered and make them feel it, perceive the idea of the texts.
Okay.
I try to do this. First of all, of course, we read this. Sometimes we read aloud. Sometimes I ask them just to look at the words and answer my questions. At the text. It depends. But then I always try to draw their attention to minor things in this text. Now, for origami, I want to check the understanding, of course. And what I would do is to ask, and what I did is to ask, first of all, what is the text about and what is the person's hobby? The answer would be origami. And then I would ask why. And then say, by the way, which word can help you to understand where to look for the answer? And I would highlight the word because to help my learners trace the reason and the
this connection between why and because.
Yes, this connection. Okay, so the person loves origami because, okay, then I would make this question, this text, closer to my learner, asking, what about you? Do you love origami? And again, whatever the answer is, I would ask why. You don't like it, why? And then I would give some, sorry, I am lying. I would say, by the way, I also love origami. I love it because I love folding paper. I also I love your facial expression. What?
You don't like origami?
I said I love it.
Okay.
I should be more careful with my pronunciation. So
no. I thought that you said I'm sorry, kind of that maybe. Okay, yeah. Anyway.
Okay, whatever it is. I want to say that I don't only like asking questions to my learners because I don't want it to look like interrogation. I want to turn it. I like to shape it as a kind of discussion. I would say, by the way, I can't say that I love origami, but I like it very much. And I like it because I love doing different things with paper. I love folding paper. Then I'm impressed by the idea that I take just a flat empty piece of paper, and then with several folds and with several movements, I turn it into something meaningful, like a toy which I can work with and which I can look at. That amazes me. And then it's very easy to follow. There are a lot of tutorials on the net. Maybe I would put it simpler for my younger learners. And after that, I will handle it to my learner asking, okay, why do you love it? What is your attitude to origami? And whatever the answer is, why? Yeah, to ensure this because. Okay, then to extend it and to draw attention to like making, I would say, by the way, have you noticed what this person loves making? Okay, so I would highlight love making and would ensure that my learner answers he likes, because his Sasha is a boy, we've decided. Maybe this is a girl. I don't know about like Japanese names. Like loves making flowers, animals, and boxes. I don't like making boxes, but I love making animals because like I like animals and I can play with animals. What about you? My learner would answer this question. Okay, and what else do you like making? Maybe there are other models which you like making. We would again practice this construction in ending after like. Then I would ask about, I'm sorry, let's clean it. Yeah. I also like that we do origami, not make. And this is high time to draw attention to this construction as well. And I would say that, you know, in my family, not everybody does origami. Like my parents, I love referring to parents just because like it's simpler to kids than like family members, like husbands or whoever they are. And like my parents don't like doing origami because this is like, it's difficult. It's not always easy. What about you? What other family members? And then I want to focus on the word popular. And I would ask, and I asked, what about Russia? Is this hobby popular in Russia? And then I would again ask to justify the answer. And if yes or no, I would also focus on want to relax and especially to construction. Okay, when you do origami, what do you want to do? This to construction. And again, I would start with myself that when I do origami, I of course want to relax. I also want to engage my brain. I also want to learn how to make new things. And like, I just want to have fun because it's interesting. So after discussing all this, and having highlighted all these things, I love doing this trick. And like most of my learners, especially, it's especially convenient when it works on Zoom, doing this. Okay, can you tell me 3 things which you learned? Anna, by the way, let's check you. 3 things which you learned about this child. So what are your takeaways? What do you remember from this text?
And now it's going to be very, very interesting because I haven't read the text. The only things I remember are the things that you have highlighted for me. So that's why I can say that it's very popular in Japan. So people do it when they want to relax. So the person likes doing origami and likes making different animals, flowers. And I don't remember the other ones because kind of like you mentioned the first.
Yes.
And the thing is that I haven't read the sentence with because.
And just because I highlighted only because, yes.
Right, yeah. No, but it was the question about like, I like origami because.
Okay, then if you can't recollect, can you guess why the person may like origami?
Because he can make different toys.
Okay, really good. This is exactly what sometimes happens. Of course, not all learners are able to recollect everything. This is why. Can you please check yourself? Can you please quickly read the sentence twice and tell me and correct yourself if it's necessary?
Yeah. So because I can do it at home and at school, right? And everyone in the family does origami. So you see, again, I forgot about family members, right? That you mentioned.
Yes.
So that's just, my memory issues.
Come on. You forget that we would prior read the text with the learners. Or it would have even been home assignment.
Yeah. Can I then ask you some questions? Because when you now tell it all, right? Before you mentioned that it's not going to be so when they do this, when they try to remember what facts they remember, do they do that in pairs, or how do you?
It depends. Like sometimes It's always different. Like, I prefer to go here with the flow. Of course, if this is one-to-one class, like there is
Yeah,
no.
I'm not asking for that one.
Yes. Then if I want one person to to try to recollect the text in particular, I ask others or the other to check. I can ask my learners, depending on the length of the text, I can ask them to do this in turns. Whatever you can recollect or whatever you think you can add to your partner's answers. Yes, it depends.
Yeah. Or it could be, I'm sorry, right? It could be like we can work with you together in pairs, right? I say and you listen, and I need to say one false fact, right? That I remember about them, and you need to catch it.
Yes, but like this is extension.
But using the same, but using everything that you mentioned.
Yes, I prefer saying like false facts when they can see the text, not relying on their memory, because I want them to focus on the content, not just on retaining it from memory. It's like two things in one. I don't.
Not to have dual focus, right?
Yes, yeah. So what do you think about it? This is a pretty usual thing which I do like in almost all reading classes.
I think this is a pretty simple thing, but this is a very important thing. I'm sorry. This is a very good example, honestly, that shows that when you have even a very short text in your lesson, right? This text may require a whole lesson to work on, because anyway, there will be some reading, warm-up and all that stuff. And you need to spend quite a lot of time on the text, but I mean, exploring it and teaching your students notice.
I teach them notice, because before highlighting, I may ask like, okay, I like making, good. Now I want, what do I say after want? Which construction relaxing to relax? And they need to find this in the text and to answer my question. And only after that, I like highlight it. So
on the other hand, what now I remember a talk at a conference, the one that
if you don't mind, I'll stop sharing the screen.
I don't remember, I'm sorry, I don't remember. Okay, again, memory issues, right? The name, right? But it was last year, not this year. I mean, not this year conference, last year conference, and you were the moderator right there. And the idea about turning an authentic text into a learning kind of like process, right? And vice versa, right? When any text can be anything, right? And that's now I thought about it, that I mean, we need to do what you've been talking now about, right? To develop their teaching skill. But on the other hand, we shouldn't forget that sometimes we can give them this kind of like authentic reading procedure, that process, then when we do not explore the text so deeply. But it's sometimes, because still, especially at the beginning, the age that you've been talking now about, this is the time when we need to help them, right? And we need to
they do need scaffolding. You're right, they are not trying to work on their own, and it's all self-centered. This is why after doing all this, I would normally, like in my case, we had 3 texts. Depending on the situation, I would ask, and on the number of learners, I would ask each of them to choose one text and to change it to them. For example, if they were about canoeing, origami, and collecting coins. Okay, let's stick to origami thing. For example, I love origami, or I love reading. I love reading.
Because?
Yes, and I would like change everything, and I like this text. It's construction. I would change everything which I can to fit my hobby, and I call it like stealing the ideas. And I tell them, guys, I'm going to teach you how to steal like gods. And I believe this is a super important skills, because no knowledge, nothing just appears on its own. You need, like, before you start experimenting, before you start producing your own ideas, you need to learn how to repeat somebody's ideas and how to alternate them slightly in order to fit your story. So I teach my learners to practice the skill. So I hope that in a couple of years, each of them will be like a perfect thief, ideas thief, text thief.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that this is a very good hook again for the next podcast, because in the next podcast, I think then we can talk with you about this stealing, this what do you mean with the stealing, right? And how we use it and why it is important.
Would you like me to share how I use it in other skills, working with other skills?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. No, I think that this is, to be honest, because I wanted now to answer something to, and then I thought that no, then now we are moving to the focus. No, I want to.
Okay, yes, let this activity be the focus. Yeah, but by the way, I'm interested in how you teach learning, reading.
Feeling.
So maybe next time you will share some of your ideas.
Let's decide it then next time, right? Whether
feeling
or reading.
Look, yes.
Yeah. But just to sum it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Today we've talked about reading, right? And how about reading with primary school kids, right?
Actually, the text was like suitable for primary school kids. This technique works with all levels.
Okay.
Like with any, there is a wide scope of levels, and whatever their level of proficiency is, it works.
Okay, then we talked with you about reading, and you shared your ideas and your thoughts about how you work with the text, right?
Yeah.
Is to highlight some vocabulary and cliches in the text, and how important it is to do something.
I not only highlighting is important. Moreover, I ask my learners to underline everything. I'm really I'm really nerdy in this respect, like highlight, circle, underline. I always ask them questions. So whatever is highlighted, it is always based on our discussion. And I ask them question, I require some response, and I try to make it very student-centered.
Oh my God, Natasha, now I think that we need to have another podcast about the word highlights. I mean, how it is important and how we can do it. And I mean, this is like that, again, teaching them how to highlight and what it means to highlight. Oh, that's awful.
Okay, the world is our oyster. We have plenty of time. No, by the way, yeah, we can travel. We can go to different places. What? Why this?
No,
excitement in your eyes? I love this look. Can you repeat it, please? I don't know what happened. What's provoked it?
I don't know.
Okay, I do believe it is time to finish recording. Yeah. Otherwise, that will be too intimidating.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching us and listening to us.
Yes, yeah. That was the 10th Anna.
Yeah, right. ESL Chitchat.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we always welcome your comments, your likes, and
yeah. Why have
sharing?
Wait. I have introduced you. I said that was the 10th Anna, and where was my name?
And that was Natalia Shebeka, and that was our ESL Chitchat.
Yeah, okay, thank you for being with us. Hope any comment is wonderful.
Yeah, it's welcome, right? Yeah.
Okay, then bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.